Welcome to another video by WA Courses. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how you can organize your PowerPoint slides using sections. So we have this very simple presentation about countries. So just a few countries: France, Spain, China, India, Brazil, and Argentina. Now, this is a rather small presentation, but what we're about to do is very useful with larger presentations. The first thing we're going to do is insert some sections. So we're going to divide our presentation into sections. I can do that from the Home tab in the Slides group right here with the section button. Click on it and select Add Section. First, I need to click where I'm going to add a section. So I'm going to add a section at the beginning first. Now let's add section. By default, it is called Untitled Section. Let's call it Introduction, and rename. That is my first section, Introduction. Where does my second section begin? Let's say it begins here. I have France and Spain. Those will be in my second section. Let's add a section and call it Europe and rename. A third section would be right here. Add section and let's call it Asia. Rename. And our last section will be here. Let's call it South America and rename. So now I have divided my presentation into sections. Now, how can this be useful? Let's see. First of all, I could, by clicking on these arrows, collapse each section. And I can clearly see now my sections in my presentation. So I know that my presentation has an introduction. It has 2 slides about Europe, 2 about Asia, and 2 about South America. Okay, by clicking again, I can expand. Another thing that I could do is right down here in the status bar. Now we are in normal mode. We could click on Slide Sorter, and this gives me a different view of my presentation. So you see how it has organized my presentation into sections. Introduction, Europe with these 2 slides, Asia with these 2 slides, and South America with these 2 slides. Again, with the arrows, I can collapse and expand. And just by a click, I can right away go to that slide. Now let me show you another great feature, another great advantage of having sections. Let's go, for example, to this slide. Now, I could, in this slide, add a link to a different section. For example, I would like to add a link to Asia. I could click on Asia and drag it here. This has created a link. So when I'm in presenter mode, I can click on this and jump to Asia while still in France. Let's check that out. Let's go down here to the slideshow button. Okay, we are presenting France. And now by clicking on this link, I can zoom in and jump to Asia. 1 slide, 2 slides. Click again and I'm back on my France slide. Escape. So Sections are great if you need to create links and jump from one slide to another. Another example could be if you had some quiz questions. So if you had some quiz questions, you could add a link for them in here. A quiz question about France. Now let's take a look at one last thing. In the Insert tab, in the Links group, there is a button called Zoom. Let's click on the arrow. It gives us 3 different options. We're going to talk about Summary Zoom. With this button, we create a Summary Zoom. Organize your presentation into sections and then make a new slide with a Summary Zoom. So let's click on it and see exactly what it does. So what the Summary Zoom does is selects the beginning slide of each section. So this is my introduction section. This is the first slide of Europe, the first slide of Asia, and the first slide of my South America section. While you're presenting, you can select any section to quickly move to. It's similar to what we did before. Now, insert. So it has inserted my summary section at the beginning. From here, I could just click while in presenter mode and jump to that section. So let's see that in action. Slideshow. Okay, I would like to jump to South America. Click, and here is South America. Click again, and I'm back in the summary section. I'd like to jump to Europe, France, Spain, and back. Hit escape. So you see how useful summary sections could be. They could also be used as links inside my other slides. So if, for example, I'm on this slide, I could add a summary section right in here by dragging as a link. Let's see that in the slideshow. So I'm on slide Spain and I want to jump back to France. I can do it from here. France. Or I want to jump to the section South America, where we have Argentina and Brazil. And click again, and you're back on your original slide. So you see how useful sections can be, especially when you are presenting. Create sections, organize your slides always, especially in long presentations, and it would be a good idea to add some links too. That was the end of this tutorial. Thank you for watching.